Hi, I'm Trent Dilfer, head football coach at UAB, and Patriot Weekly starts right now.
Every week, the Pike Road Patriots chase greatness under Friday Night Lights. And we bring you inside the huddle each week, right here at Dogwood Studios in Pike Road, with your hosts from Pike Road Live, Bill Lacomb and Chris Boykin. This is Patriot Weekly with Coach Granger Shook, presented by Brantley Bank and the shops at East Chase. Let's talk Pike Road football.
Hey everybody, welcome into this week's edition of Patriot Weekly, brought to you by Brantley Bank and the shops at East Chase. My name is Bill Lacomb, and this is my co-host here. Everybody knows him, the guru of the gridiron, Mr. Chris Boykin. Man, I'm looking at our agenda this week. There is so much happening. Chris, tell them about it, man.
Yeah, Bill, thank you. It's here. It's finally here. It's game week, Prattville week.
That's it.
So
We're excited.
I mean, we're all excited. I know I'm excited. We got a big game, first game of the year tomorrow night in Crampton Bowl, 7 o'clock. Really want to have a good turnout, but if you can't come out and watch, make sure you're tuned in to us.
That's right.
Pike Road Live.
That's right.
Got a big show, like you said. Got guests coming on. We're going to have new athletic director, Coach Mike Atkins, a good friend of mine.
Yep.
Great coach, great athletic director. Glad to have him on as a guest. We're also going to have a couple of players come in. Braiden Watkins, offensive lineman, and wide receiver Gavin Rivers will be in to join us.
Maybe some program updates, some player spotlights, a little bit of community talk a little bit.
And folks, if you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. We need to get the likes and the subscribers as high as we can to get as many people to the page as possible.
As you guys can hear, this is a packed agenda, a show you don't want to miss. Join us back here shortly. Be right back.
I'm Granger Shook, head football coach for your Pike Road Patriots. I want to give a big thank you to the shops at East Chase, Montgomery's premier shopping destination, for supporting Pike Road football and sponsoring Patriot Weekly. Just like we bring our best to the field every Friday night, East Chase brings the best in shopping, dining, and family fun to our community.
Check out all the stores East Chase offers online, and when you visit them, thank them for supporting your Pike Road Patriots.
Go Patriots!
This week's Patriot Weekly is proudly brought to you by Brantley Bank, your community partner in Pike Road. I'm Ray Kaiser, your Town of Pike Road president. We're located right outside Public on Vaughn Road. At Brantley Bank, we're built on hospitality. We made banking easy, local, and welcoming. So whether you're saving for something special, managing your business account, looking to make a loan, or just stopping by on the way home from the store, Brantley Bank is right here for our Pike Road community, bringing hometown pride to the end zone.
At Pike Road Signs and Graphics, we're more than just a sign company. We can turn your vision into reality with professional designs that will get you noticed. We design, print, and install custom signs and graphics that bring your brand to life. From eye-catching signs and banners to vehicle and fleet graphics, we deliver quality, speed, and service that you can trust and rely on. From schools to churches, small businesses to large corporations, we can meet all your branding needs.
Hey everybody, and welcome back in to Patriot Weekly. As promised, we have none other than our new AD, Mike Atkins, back in the house. We're going to play rapid fire with a bunch of questions for him. Chris is going to kick it off for us. CB, go ahead.
Yeah, Mike, thank you for being here. Pleasure. Really good friend of mine and a great coach that I've had the opportunity to coach with. Really excited about him being the athletic director at Pike Road now. First, I want to talk about how did the transition to athletic director come about? How did it all shake out, and just kind of talk us through that?
Well, 10 years ago, I was a head coach at a school outside of Dothan, and I was fortunate enough to be the athletic director there. And I enjoyed working with other athletes other than just football players. Well, fast forward a couple years later, 2 years ago, I was the assistant athletic director here at Pike Road High School. And once again, I enjoyed working with other players just besides the football team. And then when the job came open this year, I decided to apply for it, and fortunately, they gave me the job.
Good. Well, we're happy to have you. Happy they gave you the job. I can't think of a better person to lead the program from an athletic director standpoint, and I know Pike Road's in really good hands with you.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about the challenges you've had stepping into the start with the school you're having and everything right now. What's been some tough stuff, some challenges?
The challenge is really three big challenges to start the year. Well, it's not really start the year. You have a fall season, a winter season, and a spring season. So the biggest challenges are at the beginning of all three of those seasons, just getting to make sure the athletes are in Dragonfly properly, make sure it's sending out all the information to the opposing schools when they come to business, and make sure that our venues are ready to go when they get here.
Gotcha. How has your previous coaching experience at Pike Road shaped your leadership style? What do you bring to the table as a coach to now as a leader of all of it?
I feel like I've been fortunate enough to be a football coach here for 5 years, and I feel like one of my biggest attributes is I lead by example. And for the last 5 years, I've been able to lead by example with just the football team. Well, now I'm going to be able to hopefully lead by example for all sports, for all of our athletes here at Pike Road High School.
There you go, man. Great answer.
Coach, what is your vision? So we're looking forward down the road. I know you just got the athletic director position recently, but we're looking forward down the road. What do you see from a facility standpoint? I know there's a lot of excitement talking about a new school being built, maybe a staff, and just talk about your ideas moving forward, the vision you see for Pike Road from a long-term big picture thing, especially when it comes to culture, facilities, staff, things like that.
Absolutely. I'm fortunate enough because I feel like all of our programs are led by outstanding coaches who surround themselves with coaches who have the same culture as they do, a winning culture. So, that makes my job easy as far as trying to build a culture for each team. We're fortunate enough we broke ground on the new school, and all athletic teams will be playing their schedules the 26-27 season at a new school. So we're excited about that, looking forward to that.
For sure. So, look, this is a football show. We all know about it, but since we got you on here, we got to talk about really how you plan to support all athletes and coaches and all programs. You said you're building a culture for each team. Can you elaborate on that for us, Mike?
Yeah, I love being around kids.
Yeah.
This is my 24th year. I've been a coach for 23 years, but I do try to make it out to volleyball, football, cross-country practice at least once a week. Sometimes I try to get there twice a week. I enjoy being around the coaches, around the kids, giving the kids some fist bump, encouraging words, and just showing them that, hey, Coach Atkins does care about us. And not only Coach Atkins, but the whole school is proud of them, and we're looking forward to the things they're going to be doing this year.
Indeed. So let's talk about parents a little bit. How can parents in the community get involved with what you're trying to do and what you're trying to build?
Support. There's nothing worse for a kid to look up at a ball game and there not be many people in the stands. So, we need to pack out the stadium, no matter if we're playing home or if we're playing away. And while we're talking about that, our first games are August 21st for football, volleyball, and cross country. Cross country will be at Montgomery Academy, volleyball will be at Trinity, and football will be at Crampton Bowl. And all three of those will start on the 21st of August.
Wow, big day on the 21st. Wow, very, very cool.
Awesome. Coach, I want to go back just to the school for just a second. Is it true? I heard a rumor. Is it true that the entire top floor is going to be your office?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. That's what I thought.
I love it.
With glass surrounding, looking over everything.
We're talking. Can we come and shoot our shows there? And you have like on site?
Yes, sir.
That'll be ours. A little part off here.
Coach Mike Atkins Stadium, right?
I don't know. That's got a nice ring to it. I was say the Granger Shook Stadium, but I don't know.
Just stick with Granger Shook Stadium. Well, finally, Coach, what excites you the most about the future? When you look again long term, looking ahead at Pike Road being the athletic director.
Yeah, right, sir. That.
What are you most excited about?
I think our teams, all of our teams, are competitive across the state, and I think things can only get better from there.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for being with us.
I tell you,
pleasure being here.
Things can only get better from there. You heard it from him, folks. So again, thank you, Coach, for coming on. Looking forward to what you're going to do as AD. We're all excited. We've all been talking about it. There's a buzz about you in town, my friend. So anyway, we'll be back. Thank you.
For more than a century, Aldridge Borden has been more than a name in Central Alabama. We've been a trusted accounting partner to small and mid-sized businesses and nonprofits alike. At Aldridge Borden, we don't just serve clients. We're in sync with their day-to-day, working as their one-source business solution, increasing profitability and mitigating risk in order to help them succeed sooner. Visit us online at aldridgeborden.com to learn how we can partner with you.
When you're ready for victory, but a sports injury has you sidelined, plan on Baptist Ortho Now being ready. The region's most comprehensive orthopedic urgent care with no appointment needed. With board-certified specialists diagnosing and treating injuries, and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment, all in one facility. It's how we're going to get you back in the action. Baptist Ortho Now. Immediate access to orthopedic care.
Ooh, this one has potential. Old soul who loves nights in, classic movies, cozy sweaters, comfortable shoes, vintage records, hot tea, and Tai Chi in the park. Loves hard candy, looking for arm candy. And match.
Rachel? Candy?
Life's easier when you're up front. Mullinex Buick GMC's pricing is always up front. Mullinex Buick GMC. Simple, easy, fun.
We believe every student deserves the chance to excel on the field, on the stage, and in the studio. The Pike Road Patriot Fund exists to make that possible, providing essential funding for arts and athletics at Pike Road schools. Led by a dedicated board and powered by your support, the Patriot Fund is making a real difference. Learn more at prpatriotfund.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We are joined with a very special guest, senior offensive lineman Braiden Watkins. We'll have Coach Shook here. Coach Shook, tell us a little bit about Braiden.
Man, Braiden Watkins is a huge leader for this program. He is a 2-year starter for us. He most recently was voted on our leadership council, which I think is a very high honor. That is voted on by his peers, and he has stepped right in that role and has brought a lot of value, not only in that role, but to our whole Pike Road program.
Very good, very good. So, Braiden, tell us a little bit about summer. How did the summer go? How is fall camp going so far?
Summer was really good. It was probably one of the most physical summers we've had all year. Definitely a lot of one-on-one stuff, a lot of technique, working on technique and stuff like that. And this fall, definitely the most physical fall we've had, especially since I've been here. We've had Oklahomas almost every day. It's been really good.
Good. So talk to us a little bit about your strengths as a player, maybe whether it's your size, your technique, your leadership. What do you feel like your strengths are?
I feel like since I don't weigh the most, but I'm really quick off the ball. I feel like that's another skill I have. And then blocking linebackers in space, like when I have to wrap and block a linebacker in space, I feel like that's probably my biggest strength I have.
Yeah, that's very good. That's a very good skill to have. Yeah. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your recruiting. You have offers from Huntingdon and Millsaps College. Is that right? Okay, so tell us a little bit about what's going on the recruiting front.
Those are the two that have offered me so far. I did go to Belhaven and got work in, and I've been talking to them for a little bit. A couple other D3 small schools been talking to me. I mean, I got invited to go to scrimmage for Faulkner. Faulkner's been talking to me a little bit, and that's been what's going on.
So I understand that you're a very good student as well. So what is your GPA?
4.10.
4.10. How about that? Okay, that's a little higher than mine. Yeah, that's ours added together probably. Okay, so that's good, Braiden. We're definitely proud of you. Obviously, what you do on the field, what you do off the field, I think is a very big testament to the program, testament to you and your family. You're definitely one of the top offensive linemen to watch in 6A. I mean, I think a lot of people have heard about you. A lot of people are talking about you. I watched you from afar last year. You did a great job. Very impressive. So thank you. Talk to us a little bit about some of your goals for this season.
Well, goals, obviously, we want to win a state championship. But I feel like as a team, another goal is to grow closer together throughout the season, just being one big family. And obviously working on my craft. I want to get better every single day. But I feel like my main goal is to win a state championship.
That's great. So talk to us a little bit about your background. I know you came from another school. Was it last year or the year before? And talk to us a little bit about your memories and the lessons you've learned since coming to Pike Road.
Definitely a big memory I have coming to Pike Road is my first ever summer practice. Coach Lowry, we were doing flex and we were shuffling, and he calls me. He's like, "Hey," he first didn't even say my name right. He's like, "Caden," and he's like, no, Braiden, come out here. And I thought I was in trouble. I'm like, oh, God, it's my first day. And he's like, all right, when I blow this whistle, I want you to shuffle to the left. I start shuffling. And that's all you do is shuffle. I'm like,
Oh, good. That's a good welcome to the team, right?
that was the most scariest moment of my life. But then ever since then, it's just been fun. I'm glad I made the transfer, and it's just been great since then.
Yeah, well, we're glad you did as well. Talk a little bit, one final question here. Talk a little bit about the upcoming game versus Pratt.
Oh, yes, sir. Upcoming game. I mean, the team's excited. I'm excited. We've been working all year for this moment to break that seal of, not winning the first game. Like, we want to win the first game so bad, and we're just all focused on that right now, I guess, sir.
Very good. That'll wrap up this segment with Braiden Watkins, and Bill will be right back with Gavin Rivers.
This week's Patriot Weekly is proudly brought to you by Brantley Bank, your community partner in Pike Road. I'm Ray Kaiser, your town of Pike Road president. We're located right outside Public on Vaughn Road. At Brantley Bank, we're built on hospitality. We make banking easy, local, and welcoming. So whether you're saving for something special, managing your business account, looking to make a loan, or just stopping by on the way home from the store, Brantley Bank is right here for our Pike Road community, bringing hometown pride to the end zone.
At Dogwood, we believe great businesses grow when their roots run deep in the community. Pike Road is more than where we work, it's home. You'll see us at school events, cheering on the Patriots, and rolling up our sleeves for projects that make a difference. Marketing strategy, website development, video production, and design. Visit dogwd.com to learn more about us. We're proud to support Pike Road football and the stories that connect us. Dogwood, rooted in Pike Road, growing together.
Maybe it's a space you've outgrown, a front door you don't own the keys to, a neighborhood you can't afford to leave, but can't afford to stay in either. You dream of more, a home that's yours. Guild Mortgage helps make that dream possible with powerful options and local loan experts who've helped more than 1 million new home buyers. Behind every address, there's a story. Let's help you own yours.
Hey everybody, welcome back. As promised, I'm here with none other than, of course, Coach Shook, but also Gavin Rivers, wide receiver for our Pike Road Patriots this year. He's a senior wide receiver. Just look, let me brag on him for a little bit, okay? Senior wide receiver from Pike Road. He's got a 4.18 GPA. Recruiting showcase, went to a Vanderbilt football camp, ran a 4.5 second 40-yard dash. My goodness, summer development, played tons of 7-on-7 ball with Pike Road. And my goodness, just going to be a major key contributor this season for Pike Road, of course. So before we turn it over to Gavin, Coach, tell us about Gavin from your perspective, man.
Man, I'm just so happy that Gavin is here with us tonight. He is a great senior leader for us on and off the field, in the weight room. He does an exceptional job as well. I expect and anticipate his college recruiting to pick up this year, because he's going to have to carry a big load for us on offense. And not only does he run great routes, he has a chance. He has a speed to really take the top off and really stress the defense, and he blocks extremely well on the perimeter. So Gavin's really the total package for us. I thought he had a great summer. I thought he really, found. Not only did he find what he did well, I think we as an offense, and offensive staff really kind of found what Gavin does well, and he has really done a great job of leading that wide receiver room. So I'm excited to have him here.
Love it. It sounds to me like I'm going to be saying his name a pretty good bit for up in that booth this year. So super, super stoked about that. All right, Gavin, we're going to turn it over to you here. What do you want coaches to know about you, man? Tell us about, personally, and also as an extremely elite athlete that you are.
My work ethic, I work really hard every single day consistently, and also I'm really smart. I watch the game a lot, high IQ, stuff like that. So yeah.
Tell us about how you prepare for games. I'm a big fan of preparing this. What is your approach, or how do you prepare for each opponent each week?
Watching films, looking at tendencies of the DBs and how the safeties are rolling down. It really helps you visualize the game when you're in the game. It really helps when you're watching film every single day. You can try to touch on your opponent.
Absolutely. How much time would you say that you spend preparing for a game each week? I mean, are you just sitting there just hammering on the film and on the field? Like, tell me about that.
I'm always watching film on the weekends. I'll watch about 30 minutes, maybe an hour a day. Just watching my mistakes, taking accountability. And then in school, if I have free time, watching film on Prattville and their defensive coverages, just doing anything I can to study the game better and be a better player at IQ-wise.
I love that. You mentioned accountability. Coach, tell me a little bit more about the accountability piece with Gavin, but also maybe just overall with the culture of how everyone is just held accountable to perform at such a high level and how Gavin kind of himself plays into that.
Absolutely. We talk about, our players hold each other accountable all the time, meaning, it doesn't matter, what the weather's like outside, doesn't matter what we're doing, if we're in the weight room or on the field or in the film room. These players hold each other accountable and making sure that we're all pulling and pushing in the same direction. It's hard to motivate or push somebody out of their comfort zone if you don't have a relationship with them. So I believe that is needed first and foremost. And I think, Braiden touched on it, growing closer together and growing closer to, to one another as a team and have that mindset. And I believe that not only Braiden does, but, Gavin does as well. And I think these guys have done a great job of, taking each other and holding each other accountable, so to speak, on and off the field.
I love it. Y'all, in case you missed that, that's what we call connection over perfection right there. So I love that you touched on that, Coach. So thank you. Okay, Gavin, talk to me about your goals for this season, individual and your team success, man.
So team goal, win state.
Always, baby.
This is our best chance, but everyone is on our backs now. Like, we've most of the time been the underdog. We just have to block it out and just play our game, be consistent every day, every practice. And individual, I'd say last year I had no drops. I want to continue that streak of no drops. I want to have a name this year in the region. I want people to know about me. So yeah.
He said it. No drops, folks. So we're expecting great things from you this year, Gavin. So let's see. What motivates you as a Patriot in your vision for playing at the next level?
Football is fun. Football is really fun. The satisfaction of working hard and getting what you worked hard for. The relationships you have with your teammates. It's just really fun.
I love it. Very good. Okay, so just real quick, we didn't ask Braiden yet. We're gonna catch him next. Who is your favorite player? Who's the guy that you were trying to be like when you hit that field, man?
Jamar Chase.
Oh yeah, I love Jamar Chase. Big fan. Of course, he's an LSU guy. Like I said, I'm a Baton Rouge guy, so it's good to hear that. Fantastic. Of course, when you're catching passes from Joe Burrow, that's a big bit too. So, hey, Braiden, we didn't ask you, man. Who's your favorite player, man? Who's your guy?
Probably Will Campbell. I want to be like Will Campbell.
Will Campbell, another LSU guy. I'll leave it at that, y'all. We love it. So, Coach, any final thoughts from you, man, before we break it up and wrap up here, man?
Well, this team does have a very high ceiling. There's a lot of opportunities that lay ahead of this team. They are going to get tested early. I know Prattville is going to present a lot of, issues if we're not, dotting our I's and crossing our T's, and if we don't have, if we don't come out and try to play fast. But I'm able to sleep a little better at night knowing that, Braiden and Gavin are helping lead the charge. And it's a really good senior class, not only on the field, but off the field. I couldn't be more proud of these guys.
I love it. Coach, thank you. Gavin, thank you as well. Looking forward to a great season from you this season as well. So we'll be right back, y'all.
I'm Granger Shook, head football coach for your Pike Road Patriots. I want to give a big thank you to the shops at Eastchase, Montgomery's premier shopping destination, for supporting Pike Road football and sponsoring Patriot Weekly. Just like we bring our best to the field every Friday night, Eastchase brings the best in shopping, dining, and family fun to our community.
Check out all the stores Eastchase offers online, and when you visit them, thank them for supporting your Pike Road Patriots.
Go Patriots!
At Montgomery, Prattville, and Pike Road Pediatric Dentistry and Family Orthodontics, we've been creating confident smiles for over 45 years. From your child's first visit to braces and beyond, our board-certified team is here with expert care and a kid-friendly touch that makes every visit something to smile about. Experience what sets us apart, where families feel at home and healthy smiles last a lifetime. Schedule your appointment today at smilesfromus.com.
At Watermark Builders, a home is more than bricks and mortar. It's the heart of family, trust, and lasting memories. For over 2 decades, we've crafted quality homes across Alabama, designed with honesty, meticulous care, and foundations built to last. Choose from one of our existing floor plans or bring your own. We will help you from design to finish. We guide you every step of the way. Ready to build on your lot? Contact Watermark Builders today for a free design consultation and see how easy we can make building your dream together.
Share the feast and turn our eyes to the field. The Patriots are ready. Ready to fight for every inch, ready to lay it on the line, ready to show that connection over perfection isn't just a phrase, it's who we are. Get connected. Stay connected. Hunger for connection. Build connection. This is our time. All roads lead to Pike Road. This is Friday Nights.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Patriot Weekly. We're at the Coach Shook segment right here. Got a lot to talk about with Prattville. First game reminder tomorrow night versus Prattville. So CB, I'll let you and Coach kind of talk about that and chop that up a little bit for us.
Yeah, Coach is finally here. First game. Yeah. I know everyone's excited. Everybody's excited to get out and watch the Patriots. Talk a little bit about Prattville. Talk about kind of what you expect, maybe how. I know it's the first game, so I don't know. I know you don't have a lot of film or any film on them, so to speak, but I know they've had a coaching change. And if you'll just hit on some key players they have and maybe some things to expect.
Well, I know they'll be, first off, they'll be extremely well coached. Coach Carr and his staff, I know he was a coach at a previous school last year, and they came out swinging. I mean, they were very well prepared against a really good Vestavia team. And so I do know that they're going to have a good plan. I expect for them to have a really good defense. Their defensive line is going to be second to none. I know they got some elite pass rushers on that side of the ball. I expect for their secondary to be fast and well coached. Offensively, that's really where Coach Carr, that's really where he hangs his hat. So I know offensively they're going to have a deep threat, at receiver. I know they're going to have Prattville always has a lot of quick skill guys who, if they're able to get in space, can, hurt you. I know their running back is back. He ran the ball hard last year. I expect him to be a year better. And I expect for their quarterback to be a dual threat guy. So if we're not playing well, if we're not playing disciplined assignment football and defense, it can be a long night. But I expect, for our guys off the week of preparation they've had, I expect for them to play really well. And since, talking about Coach Carr, I know I just want to, remind him. He and I text earlier in the week, I let him know that with the passing of his mother, very, very sad deal, but, the Pike Road community is praying for him. I want him to know that we're here for him and anything he needs, and he said he appreciated Pike Road and what, that sentiment. So with all that being said, I expect for it to be a 4-quarter game. I expect for it to be a very physical game tomorrow night.
Coach, talk a little bit about the process of getting ready for a first game. What are some things you do when it is the first opponent? There's no film. And what are some things you look at early in the game to kind of confirm what you might have thought, or if you have to make any adjustments?
Well, first off, I think the battle up front directly dictates the flow of the game. Can our offensive line hold up against their defensive line, and vice versa? Can our D line control the line of scrimmage up front? And I think that's the first thing we look for as a staff after that first or second drive, and then we try to look at the perimeter as well to try to find matchups that we think may present issues to them, and we try to find matchups that we don't like that may be in their favor. And, just so as the game goes, we try to make sure that those still hold true. And then, but we're also looking for, is what we thought true? Are they a 4-man front? Are they a 3-man front? Do they try to play 2 high or 1 high? And we try and go from there. So there's coaches in the box with assignments. There's coaches on the sideline with assignments. And again, they have a really good staff as well. So we anticipate them doing the same thing. So it should be a good cat and mouse game.
Very good.
Any final thoughts before we move on, Coach, as far as on the Prattville?
Well, I mean, I just, our boys are really excited to play. I think our boys are going to put their best foot forward as far as not only schematically, but as far as passion and energy, really challenging them on discipline as well. The special teams battle will be huge. It played a big role in last year's game. So we've really been focusing on that the past several weeks. So I anticipate it to be a really close game in all 3 phases.
Gotcha. Thank you, Coach. Shifting gears a little bit, the AHSAA Media Days. Talk a little bit about that, because I saw a ton online about this. They put you out there as a speaker. I mean, it was just a lot going on. So if you don't mind, unpack that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dr. Harmon does a great job of trying to showcase not only just local talent, but really statewide talent. And he's a huge advocate for these young players and coaches. And so it was an honor to be asked to play in this kickoff classic. And playing in this game is really the first game of the year. Thursday night. It's the first. I know there were some jamborees last week, but this is the first real game that counts. And so he's pulling out all the bells and whistles for our players and our staff. And we spoke on that. We had media outlets from all over the state. It's going to be televised. So there's going to be multiple TV stations that showcase this game. And so again, it's going to be a great environment for our players. It's going to be a playoff environment for both teams and both staffs. And again, it's going to be a fun environment just to be a part of.
Sounds like it. So I'm very excited for it. Before we move on, just from the Prattville piece altogether, I got to ask you two guys. I think the community, everybody wants to know. You guys have both spent some time coaching in Prattville, okay? And Coach, you as well, moving over as head coach, playing them. Does the fact you spent time there, does that give you a little bit an extra edge? Does that give you a different approach since you spent some time there as a coach? Tell us about that.
Well, just on my side, it does. You kind of know the pride that community has in their program. Just the historic. I mean, that's one of the most well-known names in all of high school football in this state. And I know Coach Boykin. He played. He graduated from there. So I know he knows firsthand about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Pike Road is still a very young community, but there's a lot of Pike Road that reminds me of Prattville when I was growing up, as far as how much they love football. They love the team, the program, athletics, and everything. And there's just a lot of passion. And so, it's definitely bittersweet, as an alumnus. But I'll definitely be pulling for the Patriots. There we go.
There we go. Community highlight real quick. There's a team night at First Baptist Church that happened as well. We want to thank the church for hosting that. So talk about the speaker that's there. We got a special speaker there that night as well.
Yeah, Trent Dilfer, UAB head coach. I know is speaking at that. Was a really successful high school coach, but probably best known for his time on ESPN, and even better known for his time as a Super Bowl champion quarterback.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Great testimony by Trent. So he does a very intentional job of recruiting this area, and he does a great job of representing that program. And again, if you're a Super Bowl champion quarterback, you hold a lot of volume, a lot of weight. So
sure. We're gonna wrap up this segment here and wrap up the show for Patriot Weekly. But we'll leave you here with some footage from team night. So be sure to join us Thursday, 7 p.m. for Pike Road Live, and then again next Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Patriot Weekly as we break down the Prattville game and preview the next game. We'll catch you guys tomorrow night at Crampton Bowl. Take care. Go Patriots.
There was a lot of history, a lot of noise in that stadium for me. And I knew that when I walked out, that was going to be the test of how I played, how I felt. And this is no lie. I walk out. We walked out and we didn't have our pads on, but you're all padded up on your lower body. You got your knee braces on, you're spatted up, you're taped up. You really use your pregame as an opportunity, like go through final rehearsals. Usually got, your nervous system up, you're sweating, you're moving. And I walk out and it was as the whole world stood still. And I had this warmness come over me. And I wouldn't say audibly, but the Spirit of God spoke so clearly and said, well done, good and faithful servant, play for me today. That none of this noise matters. That all that matters is the way I play, not in terms of my performance, but the temperament, my thoughts, my prayers, my mindset, how I was with my teammates, how I handled adversity, how I handled success, anything that went on that day, play for an audience of one.